So before I left for holiday, I'd done an easy run and I sort of front loaded the week, had a session with the boys on the Monday, paused for the splits, or I'll link the Strava below, and then I had a lovely dinner that night. Bash is good to me. Sweet corn, nice veg, and what sauce is that? Mushroom Diane thing? So the day before we flew, it was my birthday, so Taylor treated me to breakfast in bed. I had a little walk around the river, and then we went for a lovely Italian meal. We had calamari, prawns, pizza, pasta, and tiramisu. So we stopped at a hotel called Hoka Mach. It wasn't the best hotel in the world, but it was sort of kids friendly, and obviously first thing to do, get the running trainers on and go and explore. So I ran straight to the beach, and as you can see, lovely day, no clouds hardly at all, about 23 degrees. You can go on my Strava and have a look at the different routes that I took. I ran all the way along the beach one day, I ran to the port another day, and then I ran all the way along past the port to a place called Alcudia. There wasn't much to see there. You got to a golf course and sort of had to turn back on yourself. The pool was quite cold, but it was nice and refreshing after a long run in the heat. Tried Maya with some jelly, which I absolutely loved it.
Nice.
So I wasn't going to take the drone with us, but I was so glad in the end that I did, because as you can see from this video, some of the shots are amazing. So I just set it up and I got some cracking shots. It's so much better to see things from the air. So I'll play some music and let you watch along. So we got Maya this little float and she was absolutely loving it, just bopping around. if you fancy Mallorca, I highly recommend Alcudia. If you've got kids, this hotel is probably perfect. It's only a 3-star, it's cheap and cheerful, and there's plenty to keep the kids busy. So on one of the days we went out, found this Italian.
I'm sure you've asked for like just height it up, it's fine.
So that meal was beautiful. There was actually an Ironman competition on the day after we left, which was a shame because I would have liked to have watched that. It was a half Ironman around Mallorca. So this is a shot of the port. There was windsurfers, there's lots of yachts. If you're into your boats and sort of being around a marina, this is a lovely area to sit. Maybe get a coffee or a cocktail or even a nice beer. I ran all the way along this promenade, right to the end, seen all the boats. I wouldn't like to know how much some of these cost, but just looking at this footage now, it's so much better seeing things from the sky. I'm so glad I took the drone away. I'll probably take it away on all my trips now. I did walk along this promenade, as I said, and taking it in from ground level is nowhere near as good as seeing it from this height. So I ran all the way to the end of the port, got this shot on my iPhone. It was slightly windy that day, but as you can see, the white marquee in the background, that's where all the Ironmen start. So the swim sets off in this port and heads out and back, and then they go on the bike ride. With it being a half Ironman, I believe it's about 57 mile roughly, and then you've got a grueling half marathon in the heat. That wouldn't have been nice. So there's this big Ironman van. They were putting down all the boards and they had it all cordoned off. But this is actually port to Alcudia, not Alcudia itself. There's an old town which is further inland. It was only a mile and a half away from our hotel. I just thought this was quite a cool shot by the boats down by the marina, and I seen some jet skiers, so I sort of followed them along the coast, and that's the cruise ship in the background. So what running did I do when I was away? I sort of front loaded the week before I left because I wanted to do a 70 mile a week when I was away. I did 2 8-mile runs and a 7-mile run, and then I decided to do a bit of a session on the Monday. So I did 8 times 400 off 90 seconds recovery, averaged about 69 to 70s, just ticking over. As I actually had the Northeast 5,000 metre championships when I got home, which after being away on an all-inclusive holiday, as you can imagine, was quite hard, but the guy that won pushed away after a mile and it was too big of a gap to close, but I had this good sprint finish in with this guy for second.
Here we go.
Here we go. On, lads. Let's go, Alan.
Hit it! Go on! Silver's on! Go on, James! 14.
So yeah, can't complain with that after being on holiday, all inclusive, drank and ate loads, and a silver medal to take home. So yeah, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Woo, he took off.